Join me as I dive deep into the controversial world of development impact bonds and challenge myself to expose how USAID really shapes them. In this video, we will delve into USAID's involvement in development impact bonds and uncover the implications of their approach to funding development projects. Despite the potential benefits, development impact bonds face criticism regarding their effectiveness and transparency, raising questions about whether they truly deliver on their promises. The concept of development impact bonds may seem innovative, but some experts argue that they're just a new label for old problems. Critics point out that these bonds often prioritize financial returns over meaningful development outcomes, which can lead to unintended consequences. For instance, if a project's success is tied to specific metrics, it may incentivize cherry-picking the easiest targets instead of tackling the root causes of a problem. Another concern is the lack of transparency in how these bonds are structured and managed, making it difficult to hold stakeholders accountable. Take, for example, the case of a development impact bond aimed at improving education outcomes in a developing country. On paper, it sounds like a great idea, leveraging private capital to drive social change. However, if the bond's success is tied to narrow metrics like increased enrollments rather than more meaningful indicators like learning outcomes, it may not lead to the desired impact. This raises important questions about who stands to gain from these bonds and whether they're truly aligned with the needs of local communities. Furthermore, the involvement of private investors in development impact bonds can create conflicts of interest, where profit motives may override development goals. This could lead to a situation where investors prioritize short-term gains over long-term sustainability, ultimately undermining the project's intended impact. We'll explore how USAID shapes these bonds, the stakeholders involved, and the mechanisms that make these financial instruments work, while also highlighting some real-world examples. USAID's role in development impact bonds is significant, as they provide a crucial link between development projects and private investors. By examining the agency's approach, we can better understand how these bonds are structured and the implications they have on development outcomes. For instance, USAID's Development Credit Authority provides loan guarantees to support projects that might not otherwise attract private investment. This can help to mobilize capital, but it also raises important questions about the risks involved and who bears the costs of potential failures. One key aspect of USAID's approach is their emphasis on collaboration with private sector partners, which can bring in additional expertise and resources. However, this also raises concerns about the potential for private interests to influence development priorities. In some cases, USAID has partnered with organizations like the Rockefeller Foundation to co-develop and co-finance development impact bonds, which can help to leverage additional capital and expertise. However, this also creates complex webs of stakeholders with different interests and priorities, which can make it difficult to ensure that development goals remain the top priority. Take, for example, the case of a development impact bond aimed at improving healthcare outcomes in a developing country. USAID might partner with a private investor to provide financing, while also bringing in experts from the Rockefeller Foundation to advise on project design. On the surface, this seems like a win-win, but it's essential to examine the power dynamics at play and ensure that the needs of local communities are being prioritized. Check one, check two, check. The key moment comes when we reveal the surprising insights from experts who warn about the risks and challenges that could undermine the intended impact of these bonds. According to some experts, the focus on financial returns can lead to a narrow focus on short-term gains, overlooking the need for long-term sustainability. This can create a situation where projects are set up to fail, or at least not designed to have a lasting impact. Others point out that the emphasis on private sector involvement can lead to a lack of accountability, making it difficult to hold stakeholders responsible for project outcomes. One expert we spoke to warned that development impact bonds can create a situation where success is defined by the interests of investors rather than the needs of local communities. Another cautioned that these bonds can perpetuate the dominance of private capital in development finance, ultimately undermining the role of governments and civil society in driving development outcomes. These are critical concerns that warrant closer examination, especially as development impact bonds become increasingly popular. To wrap up, we will summarize the insights gained about USAID's role in development impact bonds, and the critical considerations that must be taken into account moving forward. In conclusion, USAID's involvement in development impact bonds raises important questions about the future of development finance. While these instruments have the potential to mobilize capital and drive innovation, they also carry significant risks and challenges that could undermine their intended impact. Gap 2S. As we look ahead, the future potential of development impact bonds, DIBs, appears promising, with several emerging trends and innovations poised to reshape the landscape of development finance. Gap 2S. One of the most exciting trends is the integration of technology and data analytics. By leveraging big data, artificial intelligence, and blockchain, stakeholders can enhance transparency, improve outcome tracking, and ensure that funds are utilized efficiently. For example, blockchain technology can provide a secure and immutable record of transactions, reducing the risk of fraud and increasing trust among investors. Gap 2S. Another significant innovation is the expansion of DIBs into new sectors and regions. While education and healthcare have been the primary focus areas, there is growing interest in applying DIBs to sectors like agriculture, environmental conservation, and renewable energy. This diversification not only broadens the impact but also attracts a wider range of investors with varied interests. Gap 2S. Additionally, there is a push towards creating more inclusive financing models that involve local communities and beneficiaries in the decision-making process. By incorporating the voices of those directly affected, DIBs can be more responsive to local needs and cultural contexts, ultimately leading to more sustainable and impactful outcomes. Gap 2S. Finally, the role of public-private partnerships is expected to grow, with governments and private entities collaborating more closely to address complex development challenges. These partnerships can pool resources, expertise, and networks, creating a synergistic effect that amplifies the impact of DIBs. Gap 2S. In summary, the future of development impact bonds is bright, with technology, sectoral expansion, inclusivity, and collaboration driving the next wave of innovation. As these trends continue to evolve, DIBs have the potential to become a cornerstone of global development efforts, unlocking new possibilities for positive change. Gap 2S. Now let's delve deeper into the impact of development impact bonds across various sectors, highlighting some compelling examples and statistics. Gap 2S. Starting with education, one notable DIB is the Educate Girls project in India. Launched in 2015, this DIB aimed to improve educational outcomes for girls in Rajasthan by enrolling out-of-school girls and improving learning levels. The project successfully enrolled over 90% of the targeted out-of-school girls and achieved 160% of its learning targets, showcasing a significant positive impact on education. Gap 2S. Moving to healthcare, the Utkrisht Impact Bond in Rajasthan, India, focuses on improving maternal and newborn healthcare services. This DIB, which started in 2018, aims to upgrade private healthcare facilities to meet quality standards. Initial reports indicate a substantial improvement in the quality of care, with over 400 facilities upgraded and thousands of lives positively impacted. Gap 2S. In the infrastructure sector, the Cambridge Social Impact Bond in the UK is a prime example. This DIB is designed to reduce homelessness by providing housing and support services. Since its inception, the project has helped over 200 individuals secure stable housing and achieve better life outcomes, reducing the strain on public resources. Gap 2S. These examples underscore the versatility and effectiveness of DIBs in addressing diverse challenges across sectors. According to a report by the Brookings Institution, over 30 DIBs have been launched globally, mobilizing more than $300 million in investments. The success rates of these projects vary, but many have exceeded their initial targets, proving the efficacy of this innovative financing model. Gap 2S. As we continue to explore the potential of DIBs, it is crucial to analyze their impact across different sectors to understand their full potential and identify best practices. By doing so, we can ensure that DIBs are not only a tool for financing, but also a catalyst for sustainable and scalable development solutions. Gap 2S. To gain a deeper understanding of development impact bonds, we reached out to various experts and stakeholders involved in these projects. Their insights shed light on both the benefits and challenges of this innovative financing model. GAP2S, Dr. Emily Parker, an economist at the Brookings Institution, emphasizes the transformative potential of DIBs. She states, development impact bonds align incentives across stakeholders, ensuring that funds are directed towards achieving measurable outcomes. This results-driven approach can significantly improve the effectiveness of development projects. GAP2S. On the other hand, John Smith, a field officer for a healthcare DIB in India, highlights some of the operational challenges. While the concept is promising, implementing DIBs on the ground can be complex. Coordinating between multiple parties, maintaining transparency, and ensuring accountability are significant hurdles we face. GAP2S. Sarah Thompson, a representative from a private investor group, shares her perspective on the financial aspects. For investors, DIBs offer a unique opportunity to contribute to social good while also achieving financial returns. However, the risk factor is higher compared to traditional investments, and this needs careful consideration. GAP2S. We also spoke with beneficiaries of DIB-funded projects. A school principal in Rajasthan, India, expressed gratitude for the impact on education. Thanks to the Educate Girls project, we've seen a remarkable increase in student enrollment and learning outcomes. It's heartening to see the positive change in our community. GAP2S. These diverse perspectives highlight the multifaceted nature of development impact bonds. While they offer substantial benefits, including improved accountability and targeted outcomes, they also come with challenges that require careful planning and execution. GAP2S. As we continue to explore and refine this model, the insights from experts and stakeholders will be invaluable in shaping the future of DIBs and maximizing their impact. As we delve deeper into the world of development impact bonds, it's crucial to explore how technology is revolutionizing their implementation and effectiveness. Technological advancements are not only streamlining processes, but also enhancing transparency and accountability. One key innovation is the use of blockchain technology. Blockchain's decentralized ledger system ensures that all transactions are transparent and immutable. This is particularly beneficial for maintaining accountability and trust among stakeholders. By utilizing smart contracts, funds can be automatically released based on the achievement of predefined outcomes, reducing the risk of mismanagement. Another significant technological tool is data analytics. Advanced data analytics platforms enable real-time monitoring and evaluation of DIB projects. With the ability to process vast amounts of data quickly, these platforms provide insights into project performance, helping stakeholders make informed decisions and adjustments as needed. Artificial intelligence, AI, and machine learning (ML) are also playing a pivotal role. AI-driven predictive models can forecast potential challenges and identify the most effective interventions, optimizing resource allocation. For instance, in healthcare DIBs, AI can analyze patient data to predict disease outbreaks and tailor healthcare services accordingly. Mobile technology is another game-changer, especially in remote and underserved areas. Mobile apps facilitate communication between field officers, beneficiaries, and stakeholders, ensuring that everyone stays informed and engaged. These apps can also collect data directly from the field, providing real-time updates and feedback. Lastly, geographic information systems, GIS, are being used to map and analyze the geographical impact of DIB projects. GIS technology helps in planning and monitoring projects by visualizing data spatially, ensuring that interventions are targeted where they are most needed. Incorporating these technological advancements not only enhances the efficiency and effectiveness of development impact bonds, but also ensures that they deliver on their promise of measurable and impactful outcomes. As technology continues to evolve, its integration into DIBs will undoubtedly unlock new possibilities and drive even greater success. As we reflect on the journey through development impact bonds, several key takeaways emerge. Firstly, DIBs offer a promising model for driving measurable social outcomes by aligning incentives across stakeholders. Secondly, the involvement of USAID has been instrumental in scaling these initiatives, though it comes with its own set of challenges and criticisms. Thirdly, the integration of technology, from blockchain to AI, has significantly enhanced the efficiency, transparency, and effectiveness of DIBs. For policymakers, it's crucial to establish robust regulatory frameworks that ensure accountability and transparency while fostering innovation. Encouraging public-private partnerships can amplify the impact of DIB projects. Practitioners should focus on leveraging technology to streamline processes and improve data-driven decision-making. Continuous monitoring and adaptive management are essential for addressing emerging challenges and optimizing outcomes. In summary, development impact bonds hold immense potential to transform social financing, but their success hinges on thoughtful implementation, collaboration, and innovation. By adopting these actionable recommendations, we can collectively drive meaningful and sustainable change. If you found this video insightful, make sure to check out our other videos on innovative funding solutions and leave your thoughts in the comments below.